Hey guys, so today's video is a mini tea. Once again, subscribe, hit that bell, like, comment for engagement, and let's just get into it, okay? So today's video is very kindly sponsored by NordVPN, who are offering you guys an amazing deal if you go on nordvpn.com/Angelika So you can get a 2-year plan on a huge discount with 1 month free on top of your 2-year plan. Because I know NordVPN is a VPN service that helps you secure your internet connection so that no one can get in while you're using your Wi-Fi, mainly in public places. Like if you like to use the Wi-Fi at cafes or libraries, a lot of the times that can lead to unnecessary people getting your information over the Wi-Fi connection. So with NordVPN, your internet data stays safe behind this like wall of next generation encryption. It has a strict no logs policy, so nothing gets logged. You can just use your internet safely and know that it's not being logged anywhere. You can choose from over 5,400 servers in 59 different countries, and you can use one account on multiple different devices across iOS, Android, etc. So there's really no limits to how you can use NordVPN. It's super easy. I figured it out. You guys can figure it out. One click and you're in a different country and you're connected. I personally use it for my second channel. Sometimes I need to add links into my description that I'm not allowed to access from the UK, like Sephora and things like that. But I also like to watch things in different countries because at this point I've gone through everything that is in the UK, so I just need different content. So that's Disney Plus, Amazon Prime. Mainly now that I make movie commentaries on my second channel, sometimes movies don't get released in the UK as quickly as in the States, so I like to just jump over and watch it early in the States. So like I said, you guys can go on nordvpn.com/Angelika Oles for a huge discount on a 2-year plan with 1 additional month free. So let's get into the tea. So we have Valkyrie, who is a streamer. She plays games essentially, and she's huge on Twitch. And she recently released a skincare line that's she's supposed to essentially be the co-founder of that skincare brand. It's called Reflect, and there's been a lot of drama surrounding it. So one of their big claims on the website and the whole marketing thing was that it would protect you from blue light from using like your laptop, computer, phone, which that's kind of a gimmick. Like so far the studies haven't concluded that sitting in front of a computer is like really bad for you. Most of the blue light damage happening to your skin is from the sunlight, not from your phone. You'd have to really like, I don't know how much time you'd have to spend in front of your phone like this for it to affect you, but it's not affecting you enough to justify spending a premium on skincare that is like blue light, you know, protective and stuff like that. So the whole thing is, you clicked on the website, if you went into like the FAQ or tried to figure out, you know, any studies about this blue light, they were basically just like, whatever we say on the website is what we say on the website, like take it or leave it, we're not going to prove anything to you, okay? It was essentially that. It was like, take it with a grain of salt, okay? So everyone's just kind of like mocking Valkyrie, being like, why would you promote this when there's literally no studies being done on this? She posts a tweet with a voice note basically being like, hey, like I'm looking into it, I'll address it in a minute. Everyone that is supporting her is also getting, you know, the streamers that are like, oh, you know, get her new skincare line. Everyone's like, why are you promoting this? We have people like Hassan, you know, talking about it on stream, basically just like criticizing but also not criticizing her at the same time, just kind of like talking about the situation. She then does a live stream where she talks about this. Not the best way to address this whole situation. The stream is now down and I can't find it re-uploaded anywhere, but I'm gonna give you guys a breakdown. She's basically like, I wasn't made aware of this, I never stepped foot in a lab, like I was just sent testers and like swatches to try out, like I wasn't there in the lab. But they have 6 months worth of studies done on this, and they apparently have like a study about the effects of blue light on the skin and how this like plant that they put into the skincare helps to like detox your skin. It's a lot, okay, going on. And she's like, look, I trusted them because they told me that's how it works. When you're the co-founder of a brand, you should probably put a little bit more effort in than just like receiving some swatches and testers to your house and trying them out. Like realistically, you should be there. You know, we've been here before. We've done this situation before with like Jack and Hill and stuff. Like you got to be present if you're releasing products. She then basically doesn't really like, she says she wants out. She says she doesn't really want to be a part of the brand anymore because they kind of lied to her. She feels like she was cheated out of, you know, whatever, like they're making her look bad. So that's not a great look. Like if their big marketing sell is the fact that Valkyrie, a Twitch streamer, is promoting this, and the one Twitch streamer then just like stops promoting them and it's like, hey, I want out, like that's not a good look for them. They still haven't released the study. I know some people are saying, why would they release the study when someone else can then use that study and create products around this and make money from it? So until they like trademark it or patent it in some way, like they can't they're not going to release the study. Some people are saying just release the study. Why are we hiding this now? So there are different opinions on this. But the way she's addressing it is also just not the best way to go about it. She's like, yeah, I want out. Like, I don't really understand what's going on. I should have been made more aware of what's going on. Well, you know, make yourself aware. Like, if you're selling products, make yourself aware. You're an adult. She's like 28, 29. Like, at that point, I'm like, just look into stuff. She then spends a large portion of the live stream, like after saying all of this, she spends a large portion of the live stream just shading all of her friends for not looking out for her. I found that mind-boggling. So she has a go at Hassan, because apparently Hassan DM'd her saying something like, I don't know why everyone's having a go at you when there are people literally promoting G Fuel, which has lead in it. And she was like, I don't know why you would even say this to me. Like, I didn't even respond to that DM. I think he was just trying to be like, don't worry about this. Like, we've all been through it. Like, I think he was just trying to be nice. Okay. And then she's like, I don't understand why my friends didn't let me know that the website said what it said. Like, why would my friends not warn me that the website said that, like, they have no proof for the blue light stuff? And I was like, because it's your product. Your friends have no obligation to go on the website and make sure that everything's okay with your product. Like, you should have made sure that your product was fine and that your website was fine. She's like, yeah, like, my friends didn't reach out to me until I started tweeting that I would be talking about all my friends. And then they all started popping up, being like, oh my God, are you okay? You're 28, 29. Like, you're an adult who released a product that you didn't test thoroughly. You didn't go on the website before it launched to check if everything was okay. Now you're bamboozled. You're like, oh my God, why does the website say this when it should have said this? And your main takeaway from this whole situation is, my friends should have let me know. Not the best. Like, I get it. This is not like I don't think this is like a career shattering mistake. Like, she's not problematic. I think she's just in panic mode. It's fight or flight. Like, at this point, she's just like throwing everyone under the bus, throwing the brand under the bus, throwing her friends under the bus. And I don't think it's a good idea, but I don't think this is like a career shattering moment. I think she's fine. I think she's, you know, made a mistake. This is quite clearly just a mistake, but I think just the way she's going about it is not ideal. We then have the Bryce Hall mullet situation. So basically, Corinna Kopf, a lot of these tweets have been deleted now, but Corinna Kopf, Bryce Hall posted a TikTok where he gets a mullet done. Mullet? A little situation going on. Corinna Kopf, in that same time sphere, tweets out that she enjoys guys with mullets. Okay. He then quote tweets that with 2 eyes. Corinna then goes on live stream and is live streaming, and someone brings up this tweet and she goes, no offense to Bryce Hall, but like, this was not about Bryce Hall. Like, if I was tweeting this out, it was not about Bryce Hall, it was about someone else. He gets really offended and starts tweeting about it. And he basically tweets out something like, Instagram baddies have to remember that Facetune doesn't leave the house with you, and like the way you look in real life is not the way you look on camera. And everyone's like, oh, he must be shading Corinna Kopf. He then also tweets about how allegedly they slept together in Vegas when he was 17 and she was 21. She then says that's a huge lie. He then posts this, which is a picture of them two in 2017. And he says, oh, my bad, I just turned 18 at that time. People think it's crazy. Some people are taking Corinna's side, basically being like, oh, so you lied then. You tried to make her look like a pedophile. He's saying, oh, the time frame isn't that important. What's important is you didn't mind me in Vegas secretly, but now publicly you're like, oh, no, I wouldn't be with Bryce Hall. I don't really care. I think it's petty, but I think it's quite funny that he like posted that between them. At the end of the day, like, she maybe shouldn't have been that. Like, I think what she said on stream was a little bit like, she could have just been like, oh, it wasn't about Bryce Hall, it was about someone else. Or like, just not addressed it. Like, just, you know, if someone's, or she could have done like a little haha. I don't know. I don't know what I would have done in that situation. I actually just don't. I don't think there's like a good way to get out of this, but now it's just been turned into like this mess, which, yikes. You know? Yikes. This looks bad on everyone. This looks bad on Bryce and this looks bad on her. I'm just gonna, you know, I'm just gonna go. Like, I'm gonna move on to the next story now. We then have Kemstar, who is obviously a drama channel, Drama Alert. We know this. Highly problematic, very much hate or love. Like, some people love him, some people hate him. Just depends, you know, who you are. He's been going against T channels for a while now and just doing that whole thing. But mainly he's been having an argument with H3 and Def Noodles, right? That's been like a big thing now. So Kemstar recently tweeted out that he's going to be retiring and he's going to address this on his channel, which he did. He posted a new Drama Alert episode where he was like, I'm retiring on my 40th birthday, which is in March. And until then, he will be looking for someone to take over. So Drama Alert still is going to exist. He's just not going to be the face of Drama Alert, and he's going to have someone else host Drama Alert for him. I'm assuming for some kind of a salary or equity. I remember Def Noodles was offered that position ages ago when him and Kemstar were still in good terms, and Keem apparently offered him 40% equity, which would have been a huge load of money. That would have been a lot of money. Because we know Kemstar makes a lot of money. But Definitely had declined back then, and now I'm not sure if it's going to be equity or a salary, but he's looking for a new host for Drama Alert, and he blames it on cancel culture, T channels, basically censorship, and just like the lack of freedom to say whatever you need to say. Which, like, I don't think Keemstar actually cares about what he says, because he's still saying problematic things. So, like, I don't think he cares. I don't think he's ever cared. So what's this about? I'm not sure. So Keemstar's being called out now for retiring because Definitely posted a video about this and said that he has retired like 5 times now. Like, he keeps on tweeting about this, and this is the most engagement he's gotten on Twitter in a long time. So people are saying he's going to drag this on until March and then just be like, haha, I was joking, and then just continue posting videos. But we'll have to wait and see. We'll just have to wait and see. We then have Shane Dawson, it's the last story for today. I went on his social blade the other day and he's still losing subs, but he also deleted another 340 million views from his channel. How do you still continue to find problematic videos that you need to delete? 340 million views. Also, people have a problem with his new series because he's now basically doing a part of his video about Indigenous land and basically just making jokes about it and making jokes while he's there, and people are just basically saying it's super insensitive for him to be doing this, mainly after being cancelled for being insensitive. To then continue to be insensitive is just not a good look, but his fans are eating this up. They're fine. People are saying it's a little bit, icky to be doing this. Another thing is, someone recently found that when you go on your computer and you go on the YouTube homepage, at the top it will have like trending tabs, and it'll be like cooking something, and Shane Dawson is on that tab. Now, I'm not sure if that's like a general tab or is that personalized to the person that's on the homepage. So it's personalized, then it could just be they were looking for Shane Dawson content and that then started popping up. But if it's generalized, then that means YouTube is pushing Shane Dawson again, which would make sense because his first video back was trending on YouTube for 24 hours. So it means YouTube is completely fine with pushing his content again, even after everything that happened, even after demonetizing him 2 years ago. They're still fine pushing him, which, it's a whole different conversation, because they're still pushing, James Charles and just a bunch of different people. So people are like, oh, that's weird. That's odd. And he also released merch recently. Some people are saying that they weren't subscribed to his emails, but got the merch email anyway, which is weird. But it's merch that says I survived on it. And people thought it was him shading cancellation and being like, oh, I survived my cancellation. But some people are taking it as like, it's supposed to be like spooky, like I survived a Shane Dawson series. So it just depends how you really think about it. I'm not sure. But people are calling him out for it. They're like, what do you mean you survived? Like, I think with his first episode back and him like basically making fun of being cancelled, even though the stuff that he was cancelled for was as bad as it was, people are just kind of like, really? We're going to keep on mocking the cancellation thing? Not funny. Let me know what you guys think. Subscribe with that bell, like, comment for engagement, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.